The inner lives of women. There is a world that almost no one sees. Not the world a woman lives in, the world she carries within. When we are young, we think life is happening outside us, in classrooms, careers, marriages, children, ambitions. We spend years learning how to move through the world. But somewhere along the way, something quietly changes. The world outside grows familiar. The world inside begins to deepen. By 40, 50, 60, and beyond, a woman has become a keeper of so many untold things. She remembers the words that healed her and the ones that never did. She knows the weight of waiting, the cost of silence, the kindness of being understood without explanation. She has learned that strength is not always loud and that not every battle deserves to be fought. Slowly, almost without noticing, everything she has lived through becomes part of the texture of her personality. It softens some edges, strengthens others. It teaches her when to speak, when to remain silent, when to hold on, and when, with quiet grace, to let go. The deepest education rarely comes from books. It comes from sitting beside a hospital bed, from watching children become strangers and then themselves again, from burying dreams and discovering that new ones can still bloom in the same heart. I think of my grandmother and her sister. Neither had much formal education, yet they carried a wisdom that seemed older than words themselves. My mother carries it too, not because life spared them hardships, but because life asked something of them again and again, and they answered with endurance. Their wisdom wasn't something they quoted. It lived in the way they welcomed people into their homes, the way they listened, the way they remained steady when everything around them was uncertain. Across cultures and across generations, there have always been women like this, women whose knowledge was stitched into ordinary days, into bread they needed, the hands they held, the losses they survived, and the mornings they chose to begin again. Perhaps this is the quiet gift of growing older. Not that we finally have all the answers, but that our lives begin to speak for us. A woman's life is no longer measured by what she has achieved or accumulated, or even by what the world remembers of her. It lives in the depth of her being, in the steadiness of her presence, in the quiet serenity that cannot be borrowed from books or bestowed by youth. It is something lovingly earned, one ordinary day at a time, layer by layer, loss by loss, joy by joy, until one day, without ever announcing itself, it simply becomes part of who she is. For in the end, what a woman leaves behind cannot be placed on a shelf or written into a will. It lives on in the hearts she steadied, the hands she held, the courage she quietly awakened in others. and in the quiet strength that lingers long after she has left the room.